Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go ahead and film a quick introduction to a recipe that I put together. Today is Tuesday. I have just gotten off of work. It is the Tuesday after Easter weekend, and I am just getting back on track after allowing myself to have a couple days to eat off plan. I did host Easter dinner at my house over the weekend, and we had all kinds of goodies in the house. And I did go ahead and account for the fact that I was going to have a day or so that I was going to be eating off of my typical lifestyle plan, which is basically a more low carb lifestyle as well as some intermittent fasting in there. So I did eat off plan. I ate quite a bit of goodies. I got into some candy. I couldn't stay away from these flavored Tootsie Rolls that I happened to get for my daughters. Like they had like vanilla, strawberry, orange, lime, some other flavors in the mix. I don't know what it was about them, but they were super addictive and I was trying hard to stay away from them on Sunday. So yeah, it happens, you know. We have to allow ourselves some grace to have moments like that during holidays and things where we let ourselves maybe eat off track some. And sometimes we can go ahead and plan to have days where we eat off track, and that is okay. As anyone else, we just need to have grace for ourselves and get back on track whenever we can, whether that be the next meal, the next day, maybe you let yourself have a couple days, whatever the case. That is what I'm doing. I will say I did exercise throughout the weekend, even though I was eating off my, typical plan or lifestyle of low carb, but I kept the exercise going. So somewhere in all of that, hopefully that means that I kind of balanced it out a little bit. Although I will tell you, you definitely feel it in your body when you eat off track. At least I do, especially if you eat ham and things that are salty. I feel it in my fingers. My fingers feel a bit more swollen the next day and things like that. And that's pretty typical, especially if you're not used to eating in that way. So for me, it's about just getting back on track because I want to feel healthy in my body. I do not like the way that I feel when I eat those sort of things. It tastes really good going down, but I don't necessarily like how I feel the next day. But that said, would I do it again? Yeah, I would eat off track again because sometimes you just have to allow yourself to do those things. And I am just kind of glad that the Easter weekend is past us now so that I can move on, kind of have a clean slate. Yesterday, I happened to have the day off of work and I was looking for a recipe that included both chicken and coleslaw. And I came across a recipe called Thai Chicken Slaw. I think it's Thai Chicken Broccoli Slaw to be exact, the recipe, and it is relatively low in carb. And the recipe that I will share down in the comment box below actually calls for a Thai peanut sauce that you would probably purchase from a store. However, to keep it low carb and to keep it where I know what ingredients were going into it, I did go ahead and make my own Thai peanut sauce. So you will see that in the recipe, which definitely helps to keep the recipe lower in carb. So the recipe turned out really good, and I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you all, and hopefully it's something that you all would possibly make yourselves. So with all of that ramble out of the way, if you guys would like to see the Thai chicken slaw recipe that I put together, go ahead and keep watching. I will link all of the ingredients for the recipe below, but to start out, I have a half a cup of peanut butter. I am going to use a little bit of lemon juice, some liquid aminos, rice vinegar, minced garlic, minced ginger. I have a chili onion, crunchy sort of sauce type stuff from Trader Joe's, Swerve, which is a brown sugar replacement. Good alternative as a low carb option. I have 2 chicken breasts, which I have sliced very thinly, a bag of coleslaw for the base of our recipe, a little bit of salt, some extra virgin olive oil, and the star of the show, sesame seed oil. Starting out the recipe, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons full of liquid aminos. If you do not have this, you can use soy sauce, no problem. And then moving on to rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of that, or any other kind of vinegar that you might have on hand. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. If you have fresh or bottled, either way is fine. 1.5 tablespoons of the minced garlic that I had on hand. And then I move on to the minced ginger, and I go ahead and I use 1 tablespoonful of the minced ginger. Again, if you have fresh, that would be fine as well. No problem. It might even be better than this, to be honest. And then we are going to move on to brown sugar swerve, which is basically a brown sugar replacement. It is low in carbs. I move on to the crunchy onion chili sauce that I have. Got that from Trader Joe's. That's 2 teaspoons full, or feel free to just use regular chili powder. No problem. And then 4 tablespoons of warm water to the recipe. This is what things are looking like before I mix things up. I do have to go ahead and put my camera down to mix up this Thai peanut sauce. And it's just a really nice consistency once I mix it through. It's nice and thick, and it's going to be perfect for today's recipe. Really tasty. You guys will enjoy it. Moving on, I have a couple tablespoons full of olive oil in my pan, and I have that warming up on medium to high heat. We are going to go ahead and add into our pan the chicken next. Again, this chicken was sliced very thin. It was 2 big chicken breasts sliced very thin, so it is not going to take very long to cook through. Maybe about 5 to 6 minutes or so until it has completely turned white and there is no longer any pink showing through. Also, this is going to continue to cook down as we add in our coleslaw later. Next to our pan, I'm going to add about 4 tablespoons full of warm water. And then additionally, I want to add about a teaspoon, give or take a little bit more, of the sesame seed oil to our pan as well. We're going to go ahead and mix that all up. And then we are going to go ahead and add our full bag of coleslaw to the pan. And once we get all of that added in, we are going to let our dish go ahead and heat through for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just go ahead and turn the temperature down to low to medium-ish, and go ahead and get that cabbage cooked down nice and good. Last step is to add a pinch of salt, and then we are going to go ahead and fold in to our dish the Thai peanut sauce that we made earlier in the recipe, and everything's heated through really good, so there's really no need to keep everything on the heat any longer. You can go ahead and turn your heat off and just naturally let that Thai peanut sauce warm through as you fold that into the rest of the dish. And yeah, this is basically the last step to the recipe, and this is what things are looking like once we get that all folded in. And we're going to go ahead and get this plated up into a bowl. So this is what the finished dish is looking like, and I do go ahead and take a taste test. As you can see on the video here, I'm telling you, this is so good. Just when I think an Asian dish couldn't get any better or more flavorful, this one just surprises me for sure. Minimal ingredients, highly recommend, so enjoyable. Grateful to have so many recipes at our fingertips, and that I can also take recipes and make them my own and make them lower carb. You guys are going to love this one. And as always, I just want to thank you all for your support and for being here. And I really appreciate all of you and the new subscribers that I have gotten over the last few months. It's really exciting to see that my channel has grown a bit over the last few months. And it just makes me hopeful that somehow, you know, by putting these videos out there, it is helping other people. I know that I very much enjoy putting the videos together, and it truly does help keep me accountable in some sort of way by putting it out there to you all. And I just hope that in some way that it is helpful to you all as well. So I just want to thank you guys for being here and for your support. And I just appreciate you. So I wanted to convey that on this video. As always, thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.